in international football and in especially this season 2 weeks ago is like, I don't know, a different season. So that's long gone, and we look forward and we're ready to attack tomorrow. I think when we're going into this run-in, it's about what we've tried to do the whole season: keep the eye on ourselves, keep our pace, try to increase it if like we are in a race. We can't lose focus because maybe we fall over. If the one you're racing against are increasing the tempo, don't stress, because we know when we can hopefully go for our kill if we know ourselves. I think it's all about that. Keep the noise away and look at what we have done so far. We said the whole season, one game at a time. I think that's incredible important to still do that. But of course, we know there's 9 games to go. So of course we go for top 2. Of course we do. And we'll do everything we can to try to achieve that. But again, we can only focus on what we can affect, and that is the game tomorrow against Huddersfield.
It did feel that the international break was needed. You said yourself after the Forest game that it was a chance for a breather. Has 2 weeks been enough to get the energy levels and some energy back in the batteries? Because it did feel, certainly in the last 2 games, that it couldn't have come at a better time.
I think, I actually think that I can only speak for myself. I needed it. It's been a long season, and last season was a long season, and we didn't have any days in between. And then we know that on a day off, I don't have a day off. I still work because I'm a little bit crazy. So it's good to get that time and rest. But if you looked at the performances, I actually think the performance against Nottingham Forest was one of our better ones this season. So I think we looked good. And I think we should have won. And if you look back at the game, we should have won 9 out of 10 times. And I think against Derby, especially the first half, really good. So I think actually we are in a good place. But what is always good, no matter if we are on a top run and momentum or maybe a little bit up and down, I always like that regrouping, readjusting, train well, prepared, and then do our very best to hit the ground running.
In those last 2 games, obviously you let slip of winning positions twice. So you talked about luck earlier. Do you think that was just unlucky, or is that something you've looked at, and have you been able to identify something to work on there?
I think definitely if you take the Nottingham Forest game and also I watched the game back, clearly unlucky our margins. Could we have done better not to concede the goal? Yeah, but it dropped for them. But we had 6 big chances. So any other day, it's very difficult to create 6 big chances in a game. And especially against a team like Nottingham Forest, they have quality players, have a quality manager, and he's well known for his defensive side of the game. So we top performed. Derby, top performance first half. Second half, of course, disappointing to concede 2 goals, but we gave away 2.5 chances. And if we looked at performance compared to the second half against Blackburn, actually a tiny bit better. But because we won, it was a different narrative. So we need to look at it and analyzing and see that we actually are on a good path. And can we adjust small bits, then we will be flying again.